Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Saturday, May 18th. I cannot believe that next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Work is zipping right along, and I don't know what happened. I think Easter came early and it threw me off, and I have been discombobulated ever since. But it's okay. A few more weeks, it'll all be normal. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This is a channel on my hobbies, which is cross stitching, a little bit of sewing, eventually one day quilting. I enjoy paper crafting, and my paper crafts that I like the most are making greeting cards, gift card holders, treat boxes, that kind of a thing. This is Gunner back here. We're trying it again for the second week. He was not happy that I had to go to work this morning. We did our second day of doggy daycare, and I think he really enjoys it. He does really well, and for those of you that are new, he's a puppy. He's just turned a year, and we have to board him at the end of the month. But I had to, this boarding place that came highly recommended, I needed to drop him off at doggy daycare for 2 sessions before I could even book the boarding, to make sure that he was good with the other dogs. Well, he is good with the other dogs, aren't you? Yeah, he's a good boy. And so we did that, and then we now have his vacation booked. No. Oh my goodness, no. This is your ball. Okay. You sit, Gunner. So we didn't get a walk today. Get your ball. Good boy. Sit. Thank you. Good boy. Wait. Sorry. So yes, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you came back to see what's going on in my crazy life, and what I'm working on, and things like that. So I do appreciate you. Life update. I have not heard. No news is good news. I believe we have a new Marine. Wednesday morning, his platoon finished the Crucible in boot camp. So I think we have a new Marine. I don't know. There is a letter coming today. I get the that mail notification service that they offer, and I saw a letter in there from him, and I was hoping that it would come before I was ready to film, and it hasn't yet. So I'm going to tentatively say, because I haven't received a phone call, and I heard that if someone doesn't pass, you get a phone call because they're being moved to a different platoon. I'm assuming that all is well, and that we have a new Marine, which means graduation will be at the end of the month, which is where we're going on vacation. It's not really vacation, but we're gonna have a good time. So I checked. There's a Facebook group for the parents and families of Marines, and going through the whole thing from being a new recruit before boot camp all the way through boot camp and beyond. And so Wednesday morning, I had just gotten dressed, makeup on, finishing up, and I thought, let me check Facebook. And I checked Facebook, and it said, congratulations, we have new Marines. And then I started crying, and I cried for 30 minutes. Texted all the people I needed to text to. I texted work, and I said, we have a new Marine. I'm going to need a minute. I'll be in soon. I'm just so excited. So it'll be good to see him. I've heard rumors that we get a call on Wednesday after the Crucible, or that we get a call on Sunday, or no call at all. And no call came on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Sunday. We're just going to have to wait and see. It's okay if I don't hear from him, but I'm dying to hear from him. So it'll be good. Fingers crossed. We're making plans. We've booked the Airbnb. We've got the plane tickets for the girlfriend. We're all set to go. So, hopefully it's good news. And he wrote me after he completed the Crucible, and he's telling me that he is now a Marine. So, anyways, for how busy I was this week, I got a lot of stitching done. I feel I got a lot of stitching done. I had to work late a couple of nights. I did go in late one morning, I think. Did I? I don't know. So anyway, so I do feel like I got a lot of stitching done. I did not do a new start. No new starts. I'm trying to work through some of my whips. I did have fully finished objects because I needed one for Mother's Day. Had a lovely Mother's Day, by the way. I hope you all did too. I don't have that finish. I did post a picture of it on Instagram. I will insert a picture here somewhere. And what I did for her was the Patriotic Quaker, and I love it. She almost didn't get it, but the plan was to stitch 2. And I bought 2 finishing kits. So when I'm ready to start that one again, I will go ahead and I will start it again. He's chewing rubber. One moment, please. Hey, can we not do that, please? Where is it? No. No. Okay. I was too late. Anyways, so my other 2 finishes, I finished an Easter stitch. I think this is called Hop to It. And I finished it pretty closely to how they had it finished for the sample. I knew I wanted this to be a pillow. I'm happy that it was a smaller pillow because I wasn't sure it was going to be this small, and I really wanted it to be this small. And then I did this on the back. Oh, I did this on the back. And then this is Lady Creates chenille. This pillow and the Patriotic Quaker are the first 2 pillows that I've used poly pellets in, but not the name brand poly pellet. I did an off brand just to try it, and I really liked it. But what I do is when I'm turning my pillows like this, I'm leaving them open at the bottom. And so when I filled this one with the poly pellets, they're all at the top. So it's a little top heavy. So just something to keep in mind. I started to stitch the trim on this one, and then I wasn't liking the way it looked. And I know people glue, and I thought, do I want to glue? This isn't really technically an heirloom piece. Do I care? And I decided I didn't care. And I haven't finished with glue before. So I got out some Aleene's glue and very carefully finished and applied the trim. And it took some time, but honestly, once it completely dried, and it took a while to dry, that it's on there. It's not coming off. You can't see the glue, and it's there, and I love it. I'm so happy with it. The only thing I wish I had done differently is kept it open at the top. So keep that in mind if you want to try to finish a pillow and you're not opening it in the back. Maybe keep it open at the top if you're going to put a trim around it, so that when you're filling it with your poly pellets, I imagine it would be the same thing with any kind of filling component like lizard litter or crushed walnut shells, the poly pellets, anything that's going to give it some weight. Maybe leave your piece open at the top so that those pieces fall to the bottom much easier. I've been trying to manipulate this a little bit, and I'm not having very much luck because, as you can tell, it's a pretty firmly packed pillow. This is a looser weave on this fabric, and I debated if I should put interfacing on the back, and I chose not to, and I think it's just fine. So it's a quick stitch, a fun stitch. Really glad that I did it. Really glad I finished it. The next thing that I did, we are fast approaching in the end of July, 31 years of marriage, and I finally got our 30-year stitch framed like I wanted to. I'm not thrilled with this whole piece in general, but they don't have a color for 30 years, and I kind of wanted to use the wedding colors. I mean, it's okay, but it's not really what I envisioned, and I think it's because the jade color, the teal, is a little too much. But I finished this in I think it's a 4x4 frame that I picked up from the store at home. So it's okay. I took this backing piece here, and I popped it off, and I glued a piece of Warm and Natural or Warm and White or Warm and Natural batting to this, just so I had a consistent, even color on the back, and it wasn't too dark, because I know sometimes the particle board, it's too dark and it doesn't look good. And then I just took the piece, I put the glass over it, and I traced and cut and slapped it in there. I did not lace or anything else, because then it wouldn't have fit in this frame. And so that's how I finished this one. So it's done. So 3 finishes, the pillow, the 2 pillows, and that. So I'm happy. Okay. Ooh. Whips. I went through, I wanted to pull out some different things, some warmer weather type stitches, and so I pulled out Seaside Tiny Town. This one is a restart. If you look at earlier videos where I've done this, I started it on a Mani Di Donna Autumn something. Really more of a peachy, orangey, sherbet colored fabric with a little bit of green, and I didn't like it at all. And I kind of stopped stitching it for a long time, and I finally, after watching people who UFO'd their pieces or changed fabric and started over, I thought, you know, you like the chart enough. You were so excited when you got the chart, Stacy, just start it on a different fabric. And so I did. So I started it on a different fabric a little while ago, and I'm so much happier with how it's looking. I am using the called for colors. And I chose to stitch this on Polar Plunge by Fabrics by Stephanie, and this is 32 count linen. And this is how far I got. So when I first started stitching it on the blue, I did the waves. So I added the pylons and I think this is supposed to be the rock base and the lighthouse. And before, I was really struggling with the lighthouse on that other color fabric because I didn't like the way it looked. And I thought, I've seen other people stitch theirs on different fabrics, and I like the called for colors. And so I thought, try it one more time. That's not a lot to pull out if you don't like it. But I do. I like it. I think it stands out a lot better on here, and it doesn't, I don't know. I think the blue sets it off nicely. So not a lot, but enough that I feel like I made some progress. And enough to know that I'm keeping this fabric to finish stitching it. So I worked on that. And I worked an evening and maybe a little bit of a morning, maybe 2 mornings, on my monthly weigh-in May by Stitching with the Housewives. And I'm stitching this on the called for fabric. I get this auto shipped to me through Fat Quarter Shop, and it comes with the floss and the chart, but I had to order the fabric separate, and I'm stitching it on the tea-dyed Monaco. And here's how far I got. So I finished the birdhouse. I finished the home sign. Added, I think the bird was already there. Started working on the flowers. And so it's moving along. Kind of see. I still struggle with that, you guys. Okay. Really a lot of fun. Fun to stitch. I'm wondering if I missed a stitch. I did not miss a stitch. It looked like in the bottom corner of this birdhouse that I missed a stitch right here, but I didn't. It's supposed to be like that. I'm loving it. I think it's going to be great. I did not finish the other ones that I have finished, which, you know, is only three others, but, you know, it's okay. I'll show this again. I do have the month name finished. It's just very cheery and sunshiny, and I love it. And because we're already pretty close to the end of May, I think I'll probably jump June. I don't think I'll get this finished this week. I think I'll skip June and go straight to July. And maybe, just maybe, I'll get that finished by the end of July. I'm sure I could stitch those a lot sooner if I dedicated several days, but then what would I show you guys and what would I share? I like doing the videos too much. I put in some time on Butterfly Cloche by Hello from Liz Matthews. And I am stitching this on what am I stitching this on? 40 Count Cafe au Lait Sand Linen by Zweigart. And that's where I'm at. I did mess up somewhere in here. I'm off. But if you don't know, you don't know. So I finished off this butterfly and filled in, I think I had just the stem, or not the stems, the veining for these leaves here. And then I did this piece here and I started on that second butterfly. And that second butterfly is the white and gray butterfly. So I'm sorry, this isn't, I don't pull out my iron to iron these pieces. Maybe I should, but and I'm using the called for flosses. And I can't wait to get to the point where I'm stitching with this color. It's so pretty. It is 3809 DMC. And I think they pair it with this really pretty silvery blue, and it's 927. I think these two are paired together. So I moved that along. I felt really good with this progress. I was able to get an entire evening in on this one. And I put in quite a bit of time. I think I did 2 evenings on this one because I wanted to move it along. This is the Patreon salve that Teresa Kogut is doing. The 4th month was released on the 15th. This is a salve. She's releasing a section of it over 24 months. So we are on the 4th month. But I'm still stuck up. I'm sorry, the 5th month, but I'm still stuck up here in the 4th month. I'm using the called for flosses. Look at how many colors there are. I will probably not change. I know some people are switching out for a variegated or a overdyed. I'm not going to do that. I don't think. We'll see. Very, very rich colors. And this is being stitched on the called for fabric, which is 40 count, Up in the Attic linen by Fox and Rabbit. And this is how far I got. So I think the last time I showed you this piece, I had the house pretty much done, the brick house done. I started on the blue house and I had messed up on it. I had already started on it a little bit and I got off and I couldn't find it. I was too tired. So when I picked it up this time, I found my mistake and I had to, of course I found it after I got a third of it done. So I frogged it and started from a point I knew I could work from. But I finished that blue store and I added the sheep head here and that's about it. So I have the chimney, a squirrel and a couple flowers, the sign here on the side, and then bring this road over and up into these pieces, and then I think I can come over here and work on that piece. So we are moving along, and I am trying to stay up on this piece. I know some people get that chart and they finish it that same day, and I'm just amazed at how quickly they can stitch when they do that. That is not me. But I will say, when I do sit down and I give this an afternoon or a full evening, I get quite a bit done. And for it being a 40 count, I'm surprised at how quickly this is coming together for me. So I want to stay up on that, which is really hard for me to say because there's so much going on. I decided to pull out Be True from the Calico Confectionery. I think I got burned out because I started stitching part of the border and then the grass or the tablecloth, whatever that's on. I think it's grass because that was a lot of green. But I pulled it out and I finished the grass and I moved on. I'm stitching these with the called for colors, so they're just a little different take on patriotic colors. And I am stitching this on, I believe, a 40 count slate. Yeah, 40 count slate by Fiber on a Whim. It's all right here. Not a lot to read. It took me forever to find that. 40 count Fiber on a Whim, Newcastle linen in slate. And so I know, you don't need to tell me. I know I'm missing a green right there. I'm waiting until I pull out this green again, and then I'll go back and pick up that stitch. So I added the blue in the grass area, and I stitched the vase or the container, whatever, the bowl, whatever that is. So in my mind, this is the boring stuff, and now I get to move on to the fun stuff, which is the flowers and the flag. So I'm not sure this will get done this summer, but I'm pretty sure I can move it along a little bit. I'm liking how it's working up on this gray. I think it's pretty. So that's one that we haven't seen for a while. And last but not least, my Friday stitch. So I do a focus piece on Friday. I focus on the same piece until I finish it. So I go through my whip bags and I pick a piece that is very close to being done. And I focus on that. If I get to stitch in the morning on Friday, I'll focus on it in the morning, and then I'll focus on it again in the evening whenever we're in and settled for the night. Then I pick it up, put a few stitches in. This one I am stitching out of the 2023 summer issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, and I am stitching Summer Plant by Barbara Anna Designs. I think what drew me were the colors, and it's a fairly small piece. A lot of color changes though. A lot of color changes. And somehow I got off in the center here somewhere too on this one, so I've been fudging as I go along, but it's actually been working up okay. Did I tell you it called for colors? I am stitching this one on 40 count straw linen by Weeks Dye Works. And here I am. I tried so hard to get this done. It just couldn't come together. So I pretty much finished the motifs in, let me do it this way, it might be easier. I pretty much finished the motifs up in here with the exception of the black. There's still a little bit of black I have to add. I figured do that all at the end because I'm gonna be bouncing all over the place. And then the color of the flamingo, that is the strand of thread, the color thread that will be linking all of these together, because it looks like they're hanging off of the strawberry plant. And so I'll have to do that back stitching. I almost got this completely done last night, so this will probably be finished next week. But I'm loving it. Let's see if I can find. I think now that I've got the shape, I think the finishing piece that I want to use to finish it on, this is a Chantel 141. I think this is gonna work. I think I have a finishing circle out of sticky board that will work. And then this is the color I'm gonna spray paint this. So it's kind of the color of the leaves up there. Every time I look at it, I feel like I need that bright pop of color for this one because it's summer, and that's a prominent color, and it's a really pretty color. Hey, Gunner, come. No, oh no, no, no. Come on, get your ball. There you go. So I didn't get to this last time, but maybe this week I will glue this down and start spray painting it so that when this is done, I can add this to the pile and fully finish it. Hey, come over here. Thank you. Can you sit? No, sit. Gunner. Sit. He's actually being really good. Haven't had to put him away yet. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. He's leaning up against the leg of my table. So hopefully it doesn't jerk the table. Okay, that's all my stitching for the week. I got a little bit of haul, and I want to show you, because someone commented last week's video about the Country Cottage Needleworks ornaments, Country Cottage Ornaments pastel collection. I'm getting this kit. I'm getting this from Annabella's, and she sends it each month. She sends an invoice, you pay the invoice, and then within a couple of weeks it ships out. I don't know what order these came in, but I'm just going to show you. Also, the first order I opted to pay for the floss, so I've got some floss here. And so we've got the Nutcracker Trio, Christmas House. What drew me to this collection in particular were the soft pastel colors. Christmas, I love that bird. Oh, so cute. Snow Globe. And Christmas Church. And I don't remember what this month's the next installment is. I think she announced it. I'm just not remembering. I have not started any of these yet. I just wanted to make sure that I got the patterns. Maybe I'll start it around this holiday season. Maybe I'll start it after the first of the year. I don't know. I'm trying to focus on moving some whips through and getting those done and out. My July monthly weigh-in came in. I don't think we showed you this last time. I think this is new. It's tomatoes. Really cute. And it comes with the called for flosses. Really a fun color palette. So I think when I'm done with May, I'm going to skip ahead to July. There's one more month, August is coming, and then this series will be done. I'm only a third of the way done on the series, or almost a third of the way done, so I got some work to do. Okay, my floss fix came in, and I don't, this is the Classic Colorworks floss fix from Fat Quarter Shop. I do this to help build my stash. These are really great. Any of the clubs you can belong to are really great for building a stash. So May's, and they're going in alphabetical for both the Weeks and the Weeks Dye Works and the Classic Colorworks. So May is Fool's Gold, 4-Leaf Clover, Fresh Brew, Frog Legs, Frosted Sage, and Frosty. And here are those colors. Real pretty. I'm really liking the Frosted Sage color. I have another blue pulled out for the Primrose Cottage Snowman, the first in that series, which was this year. And I may have to switch it to this Frosted Sage because it's so pretty. So those came in. And I don't remember if I showed you the Floss Frenzy, the Weeks Dye Works one. But this is Dove, Dried Sage, Driftwood, Dutch Iris, Eggplant, and Emerald. I just figured we'll show it again. It was in my basket, so who knows. Real pretty colors. this is the bag of poly pellets. I think I got a 2-pound bag, and when I got the bag, the order in, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's not enough. It's totally enough. This will fill a lot of pillows. Even if you fill a pillow this size completely with the poly pellets, which I almost did, it will do several projects. They do tend to go everywhere, so the next time I fill, I may put like a box down and put my project in the box and fill that way, because these little things were dropping on the table and they were rolling on the floor, and then the cats were like, ooh, what was that? And you know, I don't need a cat eating a poly pellet, so yeah. So I tried this. I like it. I didn't do the walnut shells or the lizard litter because I didn't want the dusty mess. But this is working okay. I'm not sure that it's very environmentally safe, but as long as your piece doesn't get thrown away or ripped somehow, you should be just fine. So I picked up that, and then I love fabric. I really love fabric. I love paper too, clearly, as you can tell. I love paper. I was watching Primrose Cottage, and they showed 2 fat quarter bundles, and I had to jump on it. So this first one is Lindsay's Patriotic Favorites. And the one that I knew I needed it was this one. I mean, look at that. I love it so much. I may not finish the Patriotic Quaker in the fabric that came in the kit. I may use that. Then you've got a really nice plain, like a denim color, and it looks like denim. I don't know that you can really see it. It's got a little texture, not the look of a texture on it. And then we've got some little stars, a really pretty floral with a red background, another little floral. Oh, these are little star flowers, or stars with a little, oh, so cute. Red stars, a pattern here, more stars and a neutral, and then your basic red and white stripe, or red and white stars. So yeah, I had to buy all of that because I couldn't just buy a cut of this. I had to buy all of it. And I think the red, white, and blues, the creams, the beiges with the reds and the whites are very striking. I see these curated bundles like this, and I think I need to make a bag, or I need to make a quilt or something. And the answer right now to that is no, you don't have time. And I really don't. And then if I'm ordering one, I might as well order another one, because, you know, this could disappear and never come back. This one is Hey Beautiful by My Mind's Eye. So it is Halloween. And I loved, there's a couple plaids in here, and I loved the plaids. So this is one. And then they have this one. Cute little ghosties. Jack-o'-lantern faces on cream. A little bit darker plaid. The words black on orange. More ghosties with a gray background. A really fun dot. another plaid, and then this cute print. And then my daughter's like, will you make me a pillow and put this on the back of it? I'm like, okay, sure. And then that. You're all right. Nope. You're okay. Get your ball. Come on. Go get it. So that came in. That made me really happy. And I also ordered one of these air erasable fabric pens. It's got a ceramic roller point, fine sharp lines, and it vanishes in a few days. Hey, excuse me. Get your ball. Good boy. I bought him this giant $7 ball from the boarding place. And I said, I'm not sure why I'm doing that, because he's going to destroy it in literally 2 minutes. So I showed it to him when I got him home. And I gave it to him. Get your ball. Get it. This is what he's done to it. 2 minutes. I fill up his water dish, give him the ball. I come in. I come out with food literally 2 minutes later with a scoop of food. And he has poked a hole in it. 3 days later, it's a shredded mess. Anyways, I'm going to give this a try, because I'm embarrassed to say, when I'm marking on fabric, I use things you shouldn't use. I can't even say it out loud because you guys will judge me. No. So I picked this up because I think this will be really cute. I still have the jack-o'-lanterns in that booklet from Brenda Gervais that they need to be finished. And I thought these would be really cute to finish those off with. So I picked those up. And there's other things I'm going to be working on too. And now I I'll find where these go. Anyways. That's it for this week. I hope I didn't keep you too long. I will, as soon as I get confirmation, I will post on Instagram the final, yes, my son is now a Marine. I've been waiting I even hesitated because, what if he did get injured and I don't know about it yet, and that kind of thing. It's hard when they can't text you and say I did great. You have to wait until you hear from them. But anyway, so I'll post something on Instagram when that happens, if it happens, and yeah, that's it. If you made it through the rambling mess that is this channel, thank you so much. Please go ahead, and if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. It all helps to move the channel forward. I do read all the comments, and I do my best to reply to them every week. And so far I think I've been able to keep up pretty well. And I do have fun. I feel like I'm making a lot of really great friends. Everybody is very, very nice and kind, and I do appreciate it. And I'm having the best time. So with that said, I hope you have a great weekend and a great week leading into Memorial Day. My goal for Memorial Day, I'm going to make a list of things that I want to accomplish Memorial Day weekend. Now, I have to do a deep clean of my house because I've been working so much. I haven't been able to keep up on my cleaning. So I'm going to have to do a deep clean because we're going to be having company Tuesday, and we're just going to be having company, and people are be in and out for the next couple of weeks. So I will have to clean the house, and I haven't done that for a while. So I will do that. That will take probably all Saturday morning. I'd like to do a little gardening. I would like to finish straightening up my craft room so that I can film a craft room video. I know you guys have been waiting patiently for that, so I would like to get that done. I'm almost there. It's this because someone's birthday came up. Oh, I have to make a card. Someone, oh, I have to do that. Oh, I have to do that. I also did order, part of my problem is that I needed to move. I do a binder system for my charts right now, and I'm allowing myself 4 binders. Well, there are some charts that when I'm done stitching them, I want to keep them. I don't want to pass them along. And I'm keeping those because I think, oh, it might make a good small, or a good gift, or a good craft show item. So there are certain charts that I want to keep. And I thought, oh, I have a 4-drawer filing cabinet in the garage. That would be perfect. I can just move them out there, and then they'll be in a separate space. It'll all be fine. I went out there and I opened up. Each drawer has things in it. My husband has commandeered like 2 of the 4 drawers. One of the drawers still has paper crafting stuff in it. And the other one's just junk. And I thought, I'm not going to deal with that. So this morning, actually, I bought a small file box that can stay out here. And until that gets full, which will take a while, then I'll figure something out when that time comes. Whether it be ordering another box that size, or moving things to a different box, or figuring out something different altogether. Hey. So that shall come in, and then that'll help me kind of finish cleaning up, because I kind of got to a standstill because I can't put things away because I'm running out of room in some areas. So yeah, so we'll work on that. So I hope to film that video next week. I hope to get maybe a card making video, dare I say. Tried to film. I've got a couple cards I need to make, and I would like to film one, if not both of them. And get those ready. The last, the June 1st, I'm not sure. I won't have a video here. We'll be coming home that day, and picking up the dog, and family that couldn't make it down might come over, or we might go there. So I probably won't get a video done that first weekend in June. But if I can do one of these other videos and upload it, to schedule it, then I'm going to try to do that. So I got a lot on my wish list. We'll see what actually gets done, because in reality I may wind up working on Saturday to get caught up, because I'm a little behind. So we'll just have to wait and see. Have a great rest of your week. It's beautiful here today. I hope it's really nice where you are too. I hope spring has sprung, and that you are getting closer to summer and beautiful summer weather. And that's it. Until next time, happy stitching.